and time to bring some Christmas cheer. Santa's run out of cocoa and decides to drink his beer. Getting tipsy and turvy, surely he must have scurvy. It's Christmas Eve and children are singing out Merry Christmas one and all, with a bowl full of jelly in Santa's big round belly. But what we all want to know is, why doesn't Santa have blue balls jingling and jangling from the Christmas tree? Why doesn't Santa have blue balls so frozen and solid? Why doesn't Santa have blue balls? Flying to and fro from rooftop to rooftop, Santa getting chilly and dizzy. He gave himself a wet willy, flying all through the night. Round and around he goes, with a belly full of jelly and even being sick in his welly. Santa can't help but to throw up his ring. But what we all want to know is, why doesn't Santa have blue balls jingling and jangling from the Christmas tree? Why doesn't Santa have blue balls so frozen and solid? Why doesn't Santa have blue balls? So intoxicated to say ho ho ho, he couldn't even bend over to tie his boots. Mixing all the girls and boys on the naughty list, all the presents got lost in Santa's cocktail mix. Even Rudolph with his big red nose couldn't stop Santa from his frozen toes. Like a block of ice with his hands and toes, fell off the sleigh and came tumbling down. But what we all want to know is, why doesn't Santa have blue balls jingling and jangling from the Christmas tree? Why doesn't Santa have blue balls so frozen and solid? Why doesn't Santa have blue? But what we all want to know is, why doesn't Santa have blue balls jingling and jangling from the Christmas tree? Why doesn't Santa have blue balls so frozen and solid? Why doesn't Santa have blue balls?
Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. I know, surprise live. I didn't plan on it, but here I am. And I figured maybe we'd do a little story time. How is everybody? Hey, Cree, how's it going? After all the cooking, prepping, and baking, I have coffee and I've earned it. Me too, Cree. I've got my coffee and I figured, you know what? It's still early. What the hell, right? What the hell? Let's do a live. Hello, Marie. Miss Pinky's getting ready to take off and go enjoy the holidays. Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, Cynthia, how's it going? She's got her hot chocolate and a fresh cookie. Oh, nice. Yeah, we haven't torn to the pie yet. We're going to get to it. But we're just still full from dinner. And I got everything cleaned up. And I said, you know what? Why not? Right? Why not? Let's put this on the screen. There we go. Kapow. And how appropriate, use Wayne's song, because it is Christmas. So, you know, the Raw Side theme didn't seem to fit. So the Santa Blue Balls did. So that's what I went with. Pinky's going to her brother-in-law's. You guys are going to go and have some good food and good fun. Hope so. And everybody's got their presents all wrapped and ready. Of course, Pinky's timed warp. Pinky's already doing the Christmas thing. So we are just, you know, rounding the bend, waiting for Santa to show up around here. I'll be switching over in about an hour when the grandparents head to bed. Cynthia, gotcha. Yeah, Cider and Mary Jane. I didn't end up getting anything to drink, so, well. My husband was going to go make a run, and he didn't do it, so I guess I'm shit out of luck. That's all right. Not a big deal. They're having barbecue and beers. All right. Celebrate the way you want. That's nice. My turkey stuffing and ham meat pies are ready to go in the oven. Italian wedding cookies. Fudge are done. Oh, fudge. Tomorrow's cinnamon rolls and have to be prepared. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm done. I already told everybody I am done. 2 days solid of all of this. I am done. Good evening, Dragon. Merry Christmas Eve to you. So all I got to do now is just like cook the ham and stuff tomorrow, and it's not until later in the afternoon. And I already told everybody you got to eat and get the hell out. I said because I've got no one alone for Christmas at 7. So eat, do your thing, and go home. Thanks, Larry. Just reminded me that I need to put my father-in-law's stocking together along with his dang gift. Yeah, get it all collected and get it all out. I prepped all the food, made massive sherry, trifle. Oh boy, and brownies. Oh my goodness. This is when all the fat food comes out. And then we're all sorry about it later. That's the funny thing. You got Christmas, everybody eats all of their goodies and all this stuff that's really bad for us. And then New Year's, we make, oh, resolution, I'm going to go on a diet. It happens every year. Oh, the coffee's good tonight. Oh my God. Totally wiped out, but I figured, what the hell? Hello, Susan. Welcome, welcome. Listening while doing some last minute rapping. That's how you do it. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It's been years since I've read Twas the Night Before Christmas. So I thought, how appropriate. Why not just go live, read the story? While everybody's doing their thing, they can just listen. Hello, Susan. So yeah, it was like a last minute thing. I did a thumbnail real quick, put it out there, like 15 minutes. And here we are to rock and roll. I hope everybody has enjoyed their Christmas Eve so far. And those who are off to hang out for Christmas, guys, enjoy yourselves. Be careful. Pete said I made potato salad, lettuce salad too. So pavlovas, jello, meat patties, custard. Others are also bringing food. So we're going to, oh, guys, you guys are going to explode. What a menu. Wow. That's going to be one hell of a party. Making me jealous. Wow. I would just, even though I do enjoy cooking and I love doing this and it's my gift to everybody, but just once I'd love to have somebody else do it so I could kick back, eat, and say thank you and then go home. But unfortunately, yeah, that's not going to happen ever. Unless I, am, comatose, then yeah, somebody else is going to have to take over. They can feed me through a straw. But it's so quiet around here now. Quiet and wet. We didn't get snow. It's just wet, rainy, and quiet. Even though it's supposed to drop down to like 19 degrees tonight. So maybe it'll switch over to some snow. Have a little bit of the fluffy white hell for Christmas. Why not? I'd rather have that than the mud. Ugh. Just looks nasty. So this one is so big because we don't know if JP's dad will have another. Well, that's wonderful. Yeah. So celebrate it to the hilt, Cree. Enjoy every second of it. If it might be the last, so make it a big one. Pinky says, a lovely 74 with a light breeze. Pinky, enjoy it. We're all jealous, except for the people who love the snow. I'm not one of them. But I'll take, 74. I'll take that. Shit. Me too. Been working on it all day. I don't know if it makes me feel kind of relaxed knowing most of it's done. It makes me feel relaxed because I know I won't have so much to do tomorrow. No, just pretty much. And what I normally do is if we have mashed potato, we're going to have mashed potatoes. So I cut those all up and then I just put them in cold water. And then when we're ready, cold water and salt, and then just turn it on when it's time for dinner and get them cooking. I try to do as much prep as I can. So I'm not like crazy mad woman in the kitchen at dinner time screaming at everybody to get the hell out of my way. Drink it. Low here will be 59, possible in the 80s tomorrow. Get out of town. It's 70 now. Wow. Yeah, no, we're not that lucky. Not that lucky. Yeah, it's a whole 28 degrees right now. It's supposed to. Oh no, see, they changed it. Now it's supposed to only go down, yeah, about 27 tonight. And no snow until Friday. So it doesn't look like a white Christmas. It's a patchy, white, muddy Christmas. That's what it is. Yeah, I've got 5 presents left to wrap and set on the table. Was nice of Laura to pop in to entertain us all. Well, you're very welcome. I figured, well, it's early enough. Why not? Why don't I just pop in? Because I normally do Wednesday night at 7 anyway. But I didn't plan on it because I didn't know how it was going to go tonight. And we got done early and everybody went home. And I said, what the heck? Grab a coffee, read a little bit of "Twas the Night Before Christmas," because I don't know when's the last time everybody else had heard it. I haven't heard that story since I was a kid, so I thought it'd be nice. 66 in good old Missouri. Wow, it's been 70, 75. Lucky you. Hey, Sage, how's it going? Oh, just finished dinner over there. Well, I'm glad everybody could pop in. Seeing this was just like a last minute, what the heck? I used to figured everybody would be busy, and who knows if anybody would show up. RND, good evening, good evening. And a Merry Christmas Eve to you. So I figure, why not? Let's do it. Let's see what everybody's up to. If everybody survived the day. I got apple pie made this afternoon ready for tomorrow. Wisdom. Oh, Santa got you a new pair of earbuds. That's awesome sauce. I don't know what I'm going to get. I know my son and his girl bought me something. I'm hoping it's another miniature. Even though I didn't start the other one yet. Gives me something to look forward to. Sage's got the apple pies. Made ready for tomorrow. I made the blackberry pie. I did take pictures so that Wayne doesn't chew me out because he wanted a video. I couldn't do a video and do it at the same time. So Cynthia knows how that goes. You got to have a cameraman, and I didn't have one. So I took still shots. I'll post them up so that so this way Wayne doesn't come after me. I love having matching tags, ribbons, paper bows. I enjoy doing it. It's therapeutic. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Wrapping stuff is fun. I hope, but I doubt it. I'm on the edge of the naughty list. Yeah, but you're on the edge. You're all right. You still count. It still counts, even if you're on the edge. Santa got me a bottle of rum last night. Yeah, I know, Dragon. That's what I was saying. That's why the rum's always gone. Dragon's drinking it all. Tonight and tomorrow, and a cheap game for the laptop. Wow, you guys got some good stuff. And I keep wanting to get that rum. And I'm waiting. I was hoping that somebody that I knew had some here so that I could, try it before I buy it. I hate buying a bottle of stuff and then it tastes like shit. And then, I don't want to, then what am I going to do with it, Hey, James. Hello. Hello. Merry Christmas Eve. Thank you. Thank you, Sage. See, that's the problem with like stuff like that. I want to make sure it's good or I'm going to like it before I commit, It's like before when I never had lobster. And I says, well, I don't want to spend the money because lobster is expensive. And I don't want to go through it, cook it, and then don't like it. So I ended up having it in a restaurant. And it's a good thing because, it made me gag. Don't like it. I don't like to waste. So the people that they ate the lobster. So it didn't go to waste. You open up a bottle of booze, who are you going to give it to? That it's already open. And so far, I've been getting some good reviews. Everybody says it's good rum, so I might have to go get some and give it a go. Even though I don't drink that often, I only do holidays, so who knows? That was the last of the Kraken Well. I had one shot left this morning. I got a bottle of Sailor Jerry to last. The other, which for cheap rum, Sailor Jerry isn't bad. Thank you, James. Yes, you guys have helped me reach the goal of 600 subs. It was great. I had 601, but one kind of disappeared. So I was expecting that. But I'm so happy that I got to the 600. It's been a long journey. So it brings me a lot of joy knowing that I've gotten that far. Creases, I love crab, hate lobster. My mom never understood that. Same, it's different textures. It's a texture thing, Cree, because I'll eat crab, don't like lobster. Yeah, I get a gag reflex. It's terrible. Cynthia wants to know if, yeah, Dragon, can you guys drink together? We'd run a bar out of rum. Oh, Cynthia loves her rum too. It's good tasting. But each one is different, so that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know about the Kraken. So I'm waiting for more reviews, waiting to see. And hopefully I could run into somebody that's got a bottle of it and I could try a shot. And then I'll say, oh, okay. Because I'm sure it's not cheap. I never even priced it. So I'm sure it's probably got a good price tag on it. And as much as I would drink it, it'll yeah, I know. Yeah, Susan said she got some. So we'll wait for Susan's review, but Kraken is good stuff, especially the black. That's what I wanted to get was the black. Yeah. I'm typing from the folks' house, so no weird typing in different settings. Oh, it's okay, James. Exactly, Laura. I tried explaining that to her, but nope, she said I was crazy. Nope, tell her you're not. Yep, nope, no craziness. They do. Both have different textures, and I think crab has. I don't have an issue with crab. Lobster, no, I get a gag reflex, just like shrimp. About 25 to 750 here. Oh, okay. Okay. I have a gag reflex with all pulse, peas, beans, sweet corn, anything with an outer shell. Really? Oh my God, you're the first person I've ever heard say that. It's just like Carla saying she's allergic to watermelon. I've never known anybody to be allergic to watermelon. I'd be so screwed because, oh my God, I love watermelon. Isn't it funny how everybody's got a certain reaction to certain foods? It's just, yeah, that's just so wild. Peas, beans, and sweet corn. Oh my God, I love all of those. Doesn't that suck? Creases, I don't like certain foods because of texture more than taste. Like watermelon to me tastes like eating wet sand. Yeah, see, that blows my mind too, Cree. Oh God. I could wipe out a watermelon, I tell you. I know. Cree, yeah, Cree doesn't like corn at all. And she doesn't like cooked carrots, even candied carrots. I make candied carrots during the holidays, even though it's brown sugar on them. So they're so good. Greg said he had a friend that was allergic to watermelon. Wow, really? Hey, Ace. And a Merry Christmas Eve to you, Sir Ace. That blows my mind. Allergic to watermelon. I love the smell of sweet corn, but can't eat it unless it's popcorn. And I love watermelon. Yeah, watermelon is just the bomb. Oh, hi, Miss Sherry. How are you feeling this evening? Sherry, please, man. Sherry needs to be set free. You poor dear. But no, we got to make sure you're well enough to be set free. But you can hang out with us. That's the fun part. Thank you, Pinky. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, we know what that means, guy. Pinky gets a little Christmas. Thank you. Thank you. You're the bomb. I appreciate it. And Mariah's in the house. How's Miss Mariah? It's so good to see Mariah lately. She's buried underneath a pile of papers and books all the time. Oh, good. I'm glad you're better this evening. So maybe they'll let you. Maybe you can go home tomorrow. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Oh my God, you guys are blowing my mind. Bananas, I love bananas, but they have to be just as they're turning ripe, so they could be really firm. Because soft bananas, yeah, I really care for those. That's when I make the banana bread. I don't like any of my fruit soft or squishy. What's Miss Mariah been doing? Are you guys all set for Christmas? I should ask, well, do you guys celebrate Christmas? There's a lot of people that don't celebrate Christmas. And it's wicked bad that we automatically assume that they do. A lot of people, they celebrate little Yule, or, or they don't celebrate at all, or it's Hanukkah, or, everybody has their own kind of celebration. I was force-fed tomatoes by the dinner ladies when I was 8. Public eating made me anxious for decades after. Oh, no. That sucks. Force-fed tomatoes. Oh, my God. Just the first part, force-fed. That's what they did back in the day, though, which is totally wrong. Sherry says, maybe next week. He said, tonight, I still have to get off the machine. Yeah, got to be safe. So we're going to try to make your Christmas as special as we can, Sherry. Drangus says, what minor celebration I do is a Yule celebration. Yeah, see? And I do believe I have that in the magazine. December's issue of the magazine is about the Yule celebration. I try to cover all of the traditions for this time of year. And it's nice how everyone is different. They might have some similarities, but they have their own distinct differences. See, Carla celebrates both the Yule and Christmas. Because she's got little ones. And oh, thank you, Sage. Santa's rocking his blue balls. Oh, yes, he is. Here, let's give her a little Christmas. Thank you, Sage. We should use the $5 and buy Santa ball warmers. She thinks, Laura, at least they are leaving me alone with my iPad today. Oh, that's good. Tell them I said they gotta leave you alone. We're celebrating Christmas. Go hang out at the desk. Only come when I hit the buzzer. Yeah, we had to eat a certain amount of food before we could leave. Man, for a time machine. Oh my God. Yeah, and apparently you don't like tomatoes. Is that it, James? I love a good farm fresh tomato. There's, oh God, nothing better than that. Go right out into the garden and just pick it off the vine and rub it on your shirt to clean it off and start eating away. Oh, dear God, it's heaven. I know, poor Cree. She's like me. 2 days in the kitchen. I'm like, oh God, it's just horrible. Just, yeah, and even my father admitted tonight. He goes, this is just too much work for one person. I said, you think? Why do you think I start 2 days ahead of time? Or there was a day where we used to do it all at Christmas. For Christmas Eve was all that day. And then Christmas Day was all Christmas Day. So that was insanity. I'm sorry. too much work for all that, for just the one day. I was practically all day and still didn't finish all I wanted to, but our dinner is ready to toss in the oven and one pie is done, as are the fudge and Italian wedding cookies. I didn't even make cookies yet, guys. I told my husband after Christmas when everything is calmed down and we've got time to rest, I'll make all the cookies you want. But for now, I'm done. Apparently, one ball is slightly bigger than the other. Some men don't have an injury when running. Well, thanks for that information, James. I've never measured them. I can't eat tomatoes if not. I'm with you, Sherry. They have to be in the farm grown in the summer. Store bought tomatoes are vile. They're pretty, but that's about it. Let's see. It means tomorrow I have to get up early and do homemade cinnamon rolls and rolls for dinner, but it's good. I'll get it done. And it's nice and quiet in the mornings, Cree. So you take your time. Yeah, see, Susan agrees. Farm fresh. I'm telling you, and I always get like cherry tomatoes and grow those. Those are like eating grapes to me. They're just so sweet. It's a snack. Now you don't have to measure any balls now. That's right, James. You saved me from doing that. That is your gift to me. And it would be really hard to explain what I was doing. Well, you see, Cree says, Laura, I absolutely hate making cookies, but I'm giving them out as gifts this year with the fudge and cinnamon rolls. Oh, so see, you did it to yourself. I used to do that every year, and since my mother's been sick, uh, I haven't done any of that stuff. I used to give out cookies and make fudge and all of that, and I would make homemade jelly and send that all out. Besides the homemade gifts that I would make, like blankets and pajama pants and all that. I can't do that. When you're taking care of somebody with dementia, I'm like, I got time to take a shit. Never mind, sitting there and crocheting and baking tons of cookies and get it all done and packaged up and shipped through the mail on time. Yeah, those days are done. But I haven't made fudge in a couple of years. Now Cree's got me thinking. After Christmas, there we go. Add it to the list. They can have it all for New Year's. Before they make the the diet resolution. I don't make resolutions because it's a known fact that nobody keeps them. So why make one that you're only going to break it within, a week? Yep, I did it, but with my father-in-law sick, hubby having seizures, and my own illnesses, I just didn't have the energy to deal with outside world this year. I'm with you, Cree. We're both overloaded. You're wicked overloaded. So yeah, adding the extra burden of all that other stuff is just too much. And I'm sure everybody understands. That's the last thing you're thinking about is, if somebody said something to me, I said, it's the last thing I'm thinking about is making cookies. Just add it to the pile. The thing is, I make things they can't find here in Quebec. So it's something special for them. Oh, yeah, see? It floors me what's not available out your way. It really does. I don't know. It's just me being ignorant or whatever. I just assume that what I have access to here, everybody else can get their hands on. It's not true. It's like, two different worlds. It blows my mind. So if I ever moved, out of the state or out of the country, boy, I'd be screwed. I'd have to have people send me stuff in the mail or make trips once a year to load up on stuff that you can't get your hands on. Yeah, I've recently started to deal with things as good days or as bad days. Yeah, well, you know what? I always think of it this way, James. Okay, today might have sucked, but you know what? Tomorrow's a new day. It's a new beginning with endless possibilities. So you make it through the crap, and tomorrow's a new start. Laura, I can't get A1 sauce. You, oh, I'm not a fan of A1 sauce, but you can't get A1 sauce. Come on. It's not like you guys live on another planet. It's really just not. Maybe that explains why my sister lived way up north towards the Canadian border at one point, and a lot of the Canadians would cross the border, and there was a big, huge shopping center and grocery store right there, and they would cross the border to do their grocery shopping. So that explains it. I totally get it now. Because I'd be like, what the hell? Don't they have stores on their own? Their own. They don't have stores in Canada. They got to come in. It just stood on a thumbtack. Oh, ouch. Make sure you clean it. That's my luck, James. That's usually how I used to find my earrings. If they dropped on the floor, I'd step on them. Go right through my foot. Yeah, owie, owie, go clean that off. Not a good thing to step on a tag. I used to step on nails. Somebody drop a nail somewhere and it would find Laura's foot. That's why I always had to make sure I had tetanus shot, which I'm way overdue for because I was always stepping on something. Okay, Sage will be here. Go take your shower, which sounds great. I think I'm going to go jump into tonight before I go to bed. Sorry, guys, about the sniffing. See, I can't get powdered ranch that I can make myself. Why the hell not? And it costs over $100 if you try. So I have a friend send it to me. Oh my God. So they got to send you care packages. Oh, geez, Maria. Annual Christmas bath. After a day like we've had with all the cooking and the baking, the best thing is a nice hot shower. Then you just get into bed and pass out. That's my plan. Just to pass right out. And it's usually when I'm watching somebody's live program and I really want to hear it and see what's going on. And I'm telling you, it don't take but 5 minutes. And I wake up with, my phone in my hand and my glasses still on my face. I would take the glasses off, but I can't see the chat. I can see everything else, but don't expect I can't read the chat worth the damn without the cheaters. Ah, the glories of getting old. All goes together. I've been 10 minutes behind. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You can catch up. I'm just grateful that it's just peaceful here. I love it when everybody comes, but it's just, yep, it's time to go, guys. I'm tired. I want 5 minutes to myself. Hello, Betty. Merry Christmas Eve to you, darling. How you doing, sweetie? Laura, if I want to make banana pudding, I have to have my friends send me vanilla wafers because they don't have them here. They don't have those either. I was thinking on trying to use animal crackers. Do you think it would work? Uh, I don't I don't think so, Cree, because they don't have the same flavor. I mean, you could give it a shot. Maybe if you get the frosted animal crackers. Thank you, Betty. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Vanilla wafers got that vanilla flavor to them. What about if you no, they wouldn't be the same either. I was thinking ladyfingers. They wouldn't be the same either. Wow, that really stinks. You gotta have to figure out some kind of a substitute. There's gotta be another sturdy vanilla flavored cookie that you could use. Oh, Jesus, that's something we gotta look up. There's gotta be some kind of a substitute. Oh, James, we're so sorry your foot hurts. Well, you just poked a hole in it. Put some medicine on it and a Band-Aid. And if you got somebody with you, tell them to kiss the boo-boo. So do the animal crackers they sell here? See, we've got regular plain ones and we have frosted ones. It's kind of like a strawberry frosted. I don't know if they have vanilla frosted. See, that's the thing. The vanilla wafers have that vanilla taste. So that makes the banana pudding. I know, Dragon. They're just getting they're getting the shit under the stick there. Yeah, no ranch, no A1. Oh my god. Oh, there you go. Sherry's got an idea. How about the golden Oreos? Tell us you don't have Oreos either. Because if you don't, then we're just gonna have to move. Cree's gonna have to move. Brilliant idea, Sherry. Golden Oreos. Wow, that would be interesting. It'd be a twist on it, but you'd have that vanilla flavor. Are you all set for Christmas, Betty? We're all complaining about all the cooking and stuff we're doing. Animal crackers here have the vanilla taste. Oh, okay. Well, then you might be able to get away with it. You know what? Try it. What the hell? I was concerned about if they would handle the pudding part. Well, they're a pretty sturdy cookie, so I don't see why not. Oh, they do have Oreos. There you go. So yeah, try the animal crackers or I think that's a brilliant idea. The golden Oreos. Oh, there you go, Dragon. Same thing. Why didn't I think of that? Shortbread cookies. Yeah. There you go. The shortbread cookie. I wouldn't use the ladyfingers because they're so delicate that, and of course they have a different texture. I don't know. I mean, they might. Go for it, Cree. Make it your own. Try all of those options. But that's another good. The shortbread ladyfingers, graham crackers, yeah. But they got Oreos, so okay, so she doesn't have to move. Betty says she's ready, and I'm cooking. God bless you. Yeah, I'm cooking too. I try to give the job away, Betty, but nobody wants it. I'm getting tired. Oh, Dragon says Google knows all. Ah, Dragon cheated. Only 2 flavor Pop-Tarts they have are strawberry and s'mores and chocolate. That's it. Oh, yeah, we couldn't live there. My husband's got to have the blueberry, and I like raspberry Pop-Tarts. Even though they're not good for you, who the hell cares? Once in a while, you're just craving a Pop-Tart. And that would suck, man. I don't like the s'more ones. I don't like s'mores. I usually get, the raspberry for myself, and my husband has to have the blueberry. That's the only ones he likes. Chessman cookies, animal crackers, or simply butter sugar cookies work well with similar vibe, while graham crackers add a touch of spice. There you go, Cree. Dragon's Googling again, but that all makes sense. I would probably go with the graham crackers because I would like the little touch of the cinnamon, the spice and stuff. That'd be nice. So they say animal crackers are a good choice. There you go, Cree. Go for the animal crackers. Dragon says it's a go. Well, according to Google, that's a good substitute. So if you got the crackers, do it up. And then you just have to, report back to us to let us know how it works out. I love it when we can find an alternative to a recipe because sometimes you're just stuck. You can't get to a store or the store don't have it. But now we know we have all of these substitutes for banana pudding, which, by the way, is my son's favorite. So he might show up there with a spoon. He just Googled replacement for Nella wafers. That's all it takes. That's usually what I do when I'm trying to find something. Google it. Let's see what they say. Oh, Cree says, Laura, I can't stand strawberry flavored things. I don't like chocolate. Well, I do like white chocolate, but that's hard to heck to find. Hello, Santa Wayne. Merry Christmas to you. Did you guys have a great evening with the kids? Is everybody all tucked away in bed, ready for Santa to show up? Of course, Santa's already been to Wayne's house. Great fun. It's funny, that you guys you have the spirit to dress up like that, but I agree with you, it's hot. So that's why it's so quick. And Santa, hey, take your pictures. Okay, I'm out of here. I have learned alternatives to make it myself. It's like I can't find a damn scone here anywhere. Oh, that's odd. That's odd. You think that they would be popular there? Scones. I said to hubby, "What the f? I thought you guys were close with the English. Damn it! Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought too. Guess not, Cree." And Wayne says, "Yeah, all tucked up. All right." That's the part I miss the most, when the Christmas morning with the kids. So I told my son, "You gotta hurry up. We need some grandbabies because I gotta." I miss that look on their face when the presents are into the tree, and oh, geez, it's just the best. The guys that dress as Santa for the malls and stuff, yeah, I don't know how they do it. Uh, though beard wise would be good here. Oh, yeah, it's rough. It's rough. I know somebody that did it. It's rough. You get hot. Kids are cranky. And hello, Miss Candy. Hello, hello. Merry Christmas Eve to you. Sorry, I have to lurk. Lots to get done. I totally understand. Lurk away. I'm finished for the day. And I'm not starting until 11 o'clock tomorrow. I need a few hours of extra sleep if I can get it. Laura, it slipped my mind that we're having photos before they went to bed. Oh, geez. Is that when you snuck them all in? Uh, Dragon Ranger. Oh, that's right. Dragon has a long beard. That's a lot of maintenance, Dragon. It really is. Laura, they have the queen on their money, for goodness sakes. Where there are any damn scones? Yeah, that's like Dragons that petition the government. So what the hell, man? Canada's owned by England. What the you got no scones? What the hell kind of place is this? Oh, you're lucky. Can't wait till I'm done too. Oh, Candy, I quit. I did the dishes downstairs. I still have dishes in my sink. You know what? And I said, excuse the language, but fuck this. I'm not doing them. I'll do them in the morning. I have had enough. It's really not a lot, just a couple of pans. I've had it. Can't stand up anymore. My back's killing me. My feet. I said that I'm done. I just want to sit and relax. So I figured, well, let's do a live stream. Sit and bullshit with everybody. Yep, that's when I had to rush off. Felt sorry for Sandra. Oh, that's okay. She did well. She really needed to go to bed anyway. Poor sick thing. I give her credit. dealing with the flu and all that, and then she did her live. So she earns our respect. The show must go on. And that's pretty much what I messaged my sister tonight. Uh, I said, don't forget, you got to come early tomorrow. We're having dinner early because I got to throw you all out because I've got to be live at 7 tomorrow for the No One for Alone for Christmas. I says, I dedicated myself to it. So either you guys get the hell out or I'm leaving you at the table. Not getting politically, but honestly, Canada has stopped getting a lot of U.S. products because of the tariffs, and it's made it more difficult. But I'll deal. Oh, really? Is that what's going on? Okay, I get it. So you just have people send you care packages if you have to, Cree. I may or may not have a good buzz going by the time I go on tomorrow. No one for. Oh God, Dragon. Well, everybody was telling me I should do a drunk live. I said no, I shouldn't. Alcohol drunk equals no filter, and yeah, some stuff might come out that we don't want to want to come out. So we don't want to do that. Definitely, she shouldn't have been straining her voice that much. Yeah, I agree, Sage, because she probably tomorrow she ain't gonna be able to talk unless she did like a nice salt gargle or something before she went to bed and gave herself a nice good tea and honey or something, you know. I know I subbed to you, but I can't find it. What is your channel name? Oh, can one of the mods please post Dragon's channel? It is hard to find because if you are you putting in Dragon Ranger 71? Because if you just put in Dragon Ranger, you're not going to find it. I told you Santa had blue balls. Yeah, yeah. Well, see, that way when I started the show, I didn't use my own theme music. I used your song. I thought it was appropriate for the season. So everybody got to dance a little bit to Santa's blue balls. Oh, James is wearing pants. I hope so, seeing that you're at someone else's house. Wayne's wearing his Christmas PJs, laying in bed. Ooh, we're in bed with Wayne. In bed with that sexy bald Santa. Oh, by the way, hi Donna, if you're laying next to him. Don't want to leave her out. Thank you, ladies, for sharing that. There you go, Dragon Rangers link so you guys can find them. Yeah, I found that out. Yeah, a while back. I'm thinking, why can't I know I'm subbed? Why can't I find it? And I was just looking under Dragon Ranger, and I'm thinking, oh, dork, you didn't put the 71 in. It unsubbed me. I just went and redid it. Yeah, and it happens to everybody. And a lot of people say, oh, no, that doesn't happen. Yes, it does. Because there's a lot of times where I'm thinking, why isn't this person gone live for a while? What the hell's going on? And I go and check and I go, oh, you must subscribe. That's just, oh, I've been subscribed for over a year. What the, you know? Donna's downstairs with Tracy. Oh, okay. So we've got Wayne all to ourselves. Actually, I have a button on my stream deck that tells me my subs count. Yeah, oh, nice, nice. Well, see, I have it on the side on my screen, and it tells me all that I'm subscribed to. And when I'm checking the list, I'm like, where does this person go or that person? You know, I don't check it all the time. I'm just assuming I'm still on there. Flashing lights out front. Uh-oh. It's the rum police. Quick, Dragon, throw it under the desk. It's the rum cops. Yeah, it's happened to me several times. Yeah, same thing, Candy. I hate that. YouTube, I'm such. Yeah, I mean, where do they get off doing that? One, I mean, you know, And then when people look, will say, gee, well, why isn't, why isn't Wayne subscribed to me? He's on my show all the time. And here Wayne's thinking he's subbed. And it's the I have a bad habit. I don't always check. But I need to have to make it a habit to check, because it's a lot of times where I've been booted off, It's the same thing with the numbers game, with our subs that they play. On your own channel, how do I add a banner? Oh, there'll be a section in the Rum Police. That's right, the Rum Police. They're going to Susan's tomorrow. On your channels, how do you add a banner? There is a section in the settings, whatever you're streaming from, that'll tell you to add a banner or a ticketer thing down at the bottom or whatever. I doubt if I'll be at Segs Live. It's on at 1 a.m. my time. Oh, yeah. I think my time is 6 a.m. I don't think I'll make it either. We'll see. I mean, I'm up, but I'm not functioning, so I don't know. Lately, I've gotten almost no alerts. I haven't even been going back in time, turning on and off alerts. And that's another thing, like with the notifications. I already have that set that I receive all notifications. But then when somebody's got, like, say I see a thumbnail on YouTube and it said like so-and-so's, say, okay, Susan's going live at such and such time. And it has a thing underneath it to turn on to notify me. Well, I already have that in the settings. Why do I got to do it again? So I click it again. See, Laura, I'm a member of Kenny Biddle's channel, and I wasn't notified of 3 lives he did for members only, and now I get it, but he's been on for 25 minutes. Yeah, see, I don't get him either. I don't get him either. I don't know who I can watch and who I can't. Oh, jeez, Wayne. I didn't get Crow's at all. Yeah, I didn't get his either. And then I heard about it later. Oh, Crow was live. I'm like, when the hell did that happen? No notification, nothing. I didn't get Crow's at all. It just had to come up in my feed when I finished the video. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I go in and remove the alert and reset. That helps for a while. If you remember, do not unsub. You will lose the membership. Now, see, there you go. Now, if they unsub you, then you're losing a membership. And see, I didn't know that either. What kind of shit is that? So yeah, well, he's ahead of us. So I know it's posted at 6 a.m. So I don't know if that's 6 a.m. his time or 6 a.m. my time. So I don't know. I don't know. James says I'm actually an owl. Sage Rat is a lady I was too shy to ask. Oh, she's James. Yes, she is. Yes, yes, yes. But I can understand. There's a lot of them when you see somebody's tag name on the screen. You're like, okay, is that a guy or a girl? So you gotta pay attention to the way they answer things. You usually can figure it out. Usually, it doesn't always work. Wayne says, I don't think Seg knows either. Yeah, he just shows up. I'm actually surprised he even put up a thumbnail, because normally he just shows up. That's just his thing. So nobody knows what the hell he's doing. It's usually a surprise. It's like, surprise, here I am. Kind of like me tonight. I always like to have it, a day or two ahead of time. Put it out there, and I wasn't sure about tonight. So I says, well, This week, 7:45. Let me hurry up and do it and put it out there. So, why not? This is usually on live at this time anyway. Because nobody else, I didn't see anybody else going on. Of course, everybody knows I do live Wednesday nights. I wasn't sure if that was going to be in trash or not. So that's why didn't know what I was doing. Sage says doesn't really matter to me. Back, I caught him as he drove past the window to turn around. Ah. So it wasn't the rum po. Three Spires is on at 6 a.m. our time, and Beardo is 7 a.m. our time. If I'm up, I'll go, but I can't force it. I have too much to do, but either don't sleep or I'm up at 4 a.m. So if I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. Yeah, don't worry about it, Cree. You make the ones that you can. I mean, it's nice. Somebody's going to be on all day, so you're going to catch at least somebody's. That's why I was glad that I got the spot that I got, because that's normally when I go on is 7 Eastern time. Of course, unfortunately, it's 12 a.m. for the UK people. But I figured I would be done with everything tomorrow by 7. So I didn't want to commit to something earlier because I know I wouldn't have been able to do it. Was a fire truck looking at where he was parked after he turned around? It was a medical call. Ah. See, Susan writes, most of the time when I don't get a notification, it's because YouTube decided to change my notification settings from all to personalize, which means goes through all channels and checking. Oh, that sucks. So, see, that's good to know. And that's happening to all of us, apparently. Piggy says everything starts at 12 a.m. for me. I'll be there while I'm awake. Yeah, that's what it is. They're starting, and you just jump on when you open your eyes. We all try to support each other, and I think it's lovely that it's going to be going all day into the night, so that somebody's got somebody to hang out with. I might make a surprise appearance on someone's live tomorrow. Not sure yet, pending on how things go at home. Ooh, you sneaky devil, just dangling that carrot. Just dangling that carrot. So now we have to just wait and see where Wayne's going to pop in. And some people are actually doing lives. Well, tonight too. Joe did one. Joe Vitale. He had on Jimmy and Crow. So it's the Christmas Eve. Nobody alone for Christmas Eve. Great. Beardo's looking good tonight, Laura. Oh, is he? Is he on? Or did you see? Where did you see him, Sage? Or did he post a picture? I don't like that YouTube changed the names. I have to learn people's names all over again. I know. Why did they do that? I noticed that. I'm leaving now, and I will see you all in the lives that are coming up. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, Pinky. Safe travels, and enjoy that awesome barbecue. Have a bite for us. Yeah, that threw me for the loop with the name change thing. I'm thinking, okay, who the hell is that? And so, yeah, we all got to learn it all. Oh, you mean the wallpaper? Well, after you had said that it looked like a beardo, so I said I had to put the baubles on the beard. I don't know if he's seen it or not. Probably not, but I thought that was hilarious. I had to put them on. Because, she's saying it looked like him. So, all right. Beardo's got the Christmas bulbs on his beard. So I added them in. Pinky's on her way to a monster barbecue. Even though I'm jealous, but I can't eat another thing. The trouble is I really don't sit down and eat the dinner. Sorry, guys, about that. I pick as I'm cooking. So by the time we sit down, I'm full. Totally just shot. So I said, yeah, whatever. Everybody else eat. But yeah, I'm done. Let me guess, don't feed him after midnight and don't get him wet. Yeah, I don't. He looks pretty scary right now, so I don't know. You think it can get worse if you add water? Keeping Christmas simple this year. Hubby's dad in hospital, hopefully getting out soon. So we'll it's a big family event. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, a lot of people do that. If the family member is either sick or they're not in town, they have it when they return home. Oh, good night, Betty. You have a lovely evening. And hopefully we'll see you in somebody's chat tomorrow. If not, you have a merry, merry Christmas. I have a friend who lives in another state, and when her son was deployed, they kept all the Christmas stuff up until he come home, and that wasn't until like summertime. And then they had their Christmas when he come home. And actually, what she ended up doing was leaving the tree up all year, and then she just changed the decorations with the holiday that was coming up, which I thought was a good idea. They're big military family, so she'd have decorate it with flags and all of that stuff, and she just kept changing the decorations. So yeah, it was a good idea. I was so busy prepping today that I didn't eat until about 8 p.m. And I mean nothing at all. I wasn't hungry when I ate. Too tired. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Too freaking tired, and was it my husband? It was the same thing. He was busy. It was yesterday, and I think the only thing he had was a piece of sausage roll, because I made 2 sausage roll, and he cut into it and had a piece. And you think he'd be starving. He said he ate a little bit of it, and he was just bloated right up and was full. It pretty much happened to me actually yesterday as well. I was all day cooking, and then finally when we did eat, I was just like, oh, I'm done. My best friend's mom passed away this morning. Oh, so sad. Send her our condolences, Cree. Oh my goodness. Isn't that just the worst thing? I better get some shut eye, so I will just listen in until I fall asleep to your lovely voice. Oh, thank you, Wayne. Well, I planned on reading "Twas the Night Before Christmas." Would you like me to read it to you now, Wayne, so you could fall asleep listening to that? I figured that was the best thing to do, is to read this "Twas the Night Before Christmas." Give me a thumbs up, Wayne, and I'll read the story. Oh, Susan's taking off too. Yep, she's got to get up early tomorrow. She's on earlier with Carla. They're doing the morning run. Sleep well, dear Susan. So that's what I'll do. I'll read you guys to sleep. How about that? And we'll start off with "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with the obstacles, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkle, I heard on the roof the prancing of paws, of pawing each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head, he soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside his nose, he gave a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." I hope you guys enjoyed that. There's been a long time since I read that story. That was the English version. I think I'm going to get some rest, headache forming, and don't need a migraine while streaming tomorrow. Exactly. And actually, I'm going to let you all go, guys. Everybody needs the rest. Everybody's got a long day tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the story in the chat, even though it was a quick, surprise. I'm not really an owl. Yep. So I just read everybody to sleep. Hope you guys have a great evening. Get your rest, and we will see you all tomorrow on No One Alone for Christmas. Love to you all, guys. Have a very, very Merry Christmas.
It's cold outside and time to bring some Christmas cheer. Santa's run out of cocoa and decides to drink his beer. Getting tipsy and turvy, surely he must have scurvy. It's Christmas Eve and children are singing out Merry Christmas one and all, with a bowl full of jelly in Santa's big round belly. Want to know is, why doesn't Santa have blue balls? to and fro from rooftop to rooftop. Santa getting chilly and dizzy, he gave himself a wet willy, flying all through the night. Round and around he goes, with a belly full of jelly and even being sick in his welly. Santa can't help but to throw up his ring, but what we all want to know is, why doesn't Santa have blue balls jingling and jangling from the Christmas tree? Why doesn't Santa have blue balls so frozen and solid? Why doesn't Santa have blue balls so intoxicated to say ho ho ho, he couldn't even bend over to tie his boots? Mixing all the girls and boys on the naughty list, all the presents got lost in Santa's cocktail mix. Even Rudolph with his big red nose couldn't stop Santa from his frozen toes, like a block of ice with his hands and toes.